What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And you ever have that one person that you're around, or that one company, or that one thing that there's a saying can't get right? Yeah, today's video is all about this one company that just can't get right. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And in today's video, we're going to talk about Carvana and VIN fraud and odometer fraud. Like, when you think you've heard everything from this company, they just keep screwing up. All right, getting outside the gate here, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about this thing that I saw, and one of the subscribers actually sent me this this video and this news story. And basically, this gentleman brought a Toyota Corolla, right? And the vehicle was supposed to have 13,000 miles and some change on it, and the odometer in the vehicle had that when he bought it. But they had the title on hold when he went in to go renew his registration a year later. They held his title because the mileage dropped by like 11,000 miles, like this. So two things happened. Either it's a clerical error from Carvana, which would not surprise me in the least, or they did odometer fraud, which also wouldn't surprise me. But before we continue with the story, I want to talk a little bit about, this is not so much, it's not a sponsorship because I'm not getting paid for it, but you guys could actually help out. You know, the Wounded Warrior Project is a great organization. They help wounded veterans, those people that went and served and, you know, gave up limbs, their mental sanity, their everyday normal lives to go defend this country and allow me and you to be able to do what we do every single day and enjoy the freedoms that we have. And the Wounded Warrior Project kind of steps in places where there's a lapse, or places where people need a little extra help between different groups and support groups, to financial assistance and more. So it would mean the world to me if you guys go over to the Wounded Warrior Project. And the specific link for you to go to is woundedwarriorproject.org. That's org/donate. I will link it in the description down below. You'll see the /TK's Garage, but it takes you to the donate page. I would highly, highly, highly appreciate it if whatever it is that you can spare to help out with the Wounded Warrior Project, it helps some of our veterans that actually need it. All right, guys, getting back into the video, you know, Carvana is just, I know this is not a PC word, but I'm going to say it. They're retarded. Retarded. I mean, you have to know, right? Like, there's a couple of states that still really ain't up on the odometer thing. And I'm not going to tell you what states those are, but I know about it personally. But there's literally states that are just not on top of the odometer stuff, all right? But this state where this gentleman bought this Corolla that had the mileage discrepancy was. Now, you know, Carvana was like, there's nothing we can do about it. The guy was driving his car around basically with no registration. But Carvana, after, you know, different people got involved and the news stories and stuff posted, they did pay the car off with his lender. The vehicle was paid off. They did take the vehicle back. So he did basically get to drive that car for a year for free, but it's still the stressful thing of, you know, what would have happened if he would have wrecked that car? Would the insurance have covered it? I mean, he didn't technically own it, so probably not, right? So then who holds the bag on that? So, but Carvana did pay the loan off, and they did refund his down payment. But when he got that car, you know, he was able to get an interest rate at 3.9%. But now, you know, the best interest rate he can get is like 6.9% because the market has gone dumb retarded. All right, and here's the thing. You guys know I finance my cars through USAA because it's real easy for me to do. I just go into my app and I click request. I put in a VIN number if I want it, or I just request the amount that I want, and they either say yes or no. And then I tell you the years and whatever that you can do. I do this every single time I buy a car. I go through them because it's that much easier. My insurance is there, my banking, my credit cards, everything runs through USAA. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, man. To see me now to be able with somebody with good credit. And the best rate I can get with USAA now is 5.2%. Whew. Whew. And just knowing that I did, like, the last car, all right, so before the Petty Roosevelt, it would have been Black Mamba 1, right? The first Tahoe. That was at 2.9%. Like, that was insane. I don't think I'm going to see that interest rate again in my lifetime. Maybe in my 60s, you know, but not anytime soon. So I understand why this guy could be upset because he got royally screwed by Carvana. What do you guys think? I will say this is the one story I've done about Carvana, or talked about with Carvana, where the customer actually was, I don't want to say made whole, but the customer's debt and loan was paid off in a pretty timely fashion. I think this was probably happening when they were getting abused in the media, and they were just, we just don't need another bad story, because they had, you know, the guy who had the stolen Silverado that they sold him in Houston. You had the other, I can't remember her name, but we had her live here on the channel. They sold her son a GTI and they couldn't get the friggin' title. Then we had the other lady who had the Hyundai who could never get the title for. So between that and us working with the different little local news organizations all around the country, just destroying them, I'm thinking they were like, let's not add odometer fraud to the list. I mean, hey, they already got VIN fraud. We already saw the Maserati that they sold the Army veteran up there in North Carolina, the veteran at Fort Bragg, that had a VIN swap on it, and they sold it as a 2020, and it was a 2017. I mean, hey, I guess they do whatever they could do, right? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this story in the comment section down below. I thought this was absolutely friggin' ridiculous. I'm going to link the full article in the description down below, as well as the wonderful people that I hope you guys sponsor, promote, assist. Even if you sign up to be a volunteer or help, anything that you can do, I'd greatly appreciate it. Again, before we get out of here, woundedwarriorproject.org/donate. Well, till next time, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.